that the primary industry is creating more and more CO2 emissions because has a really intensive energy consumption once you want to transform or to create aluminum out of the mineral, right? So we are moving to the recycling industry that allowed us to have 95% savings on the energy that we will use in order to transform the scrap to something useful in some aluminum product that we can use. Maybe an ingot, a billet. I don't know if we go to the automotive sector, so some automotive parts, it is really something that we need to take in account, like the CO2 emissions is something that we really need to fight again. I don't think so. I think that sustainability should be, and this is the way that I am moving forward with my company and the equipment that I am putting out there in the US, bringing European technology, because Europe went through this, let's say, path too many years ago. So in the 80s, several countries make the decision and they said, okay, let's create this program to save the world. Let's print 50 trillion. Uh, 50 trillion. It's a crazy amount of money, but obviously all this money, I don't know where that money it is right now, but let's say that they took the money and they used it to change something into the industries, but those industries that they didn't do it, like China, went ahead. So they increased the economy, they improved the economy, and people like the people in the United States and some of the other countries in Europe, they just slow down the economy. So it is true that we need to go in that direction. And I know that this is something different that I am talking right now. It's a different approach. It's not the same approach that we have in Dirty Scrap that we are always talking about sustainability. And I love sustainability. Don't get me wrong. But for me, sustainability is something different. Sustainability is a better way to make things more efficient. It's not just to it's not just related to CO2 emissions, because for me CO2 emissions is not an issue. Obviously you need to reduce your CO2 emissions because you want to avoid to have all these how let's say bad environment into your facility. You don't want that your workers, your community is breathing black smoke. I understand and I am completely agree. But I think the sustainability point of view should come on how I can reuse the energy that I am creating into my process. How I can have a better sortation processes that allow me to have better material or better raw material that will increase my melting efficiency, and I will create more metal out of the metal that I am using in order to, recycling, in order to have a better recycling